what it's like to be in the foster system. It's scary, it's vulnerable, it's surprising, it's unexpected because you never know when and if you're going to move or where you're going or what's going to be your new surrounding.
I was placed in the foster care system for the first time when I was 2 years old. I was placed in foster care here in Oregon. Basically, my family had been living at a rest area for a couple of weeks, and things were, going pretty bad for my family. We were taken away from my biological mother, and we were placed into our first foster home.
We have a lot more obstacles and hardships in front of us. It makes it more difficult to get your driver's license or to graduate. All the stereotypes that come with being a foster kid is, that you're in foster care because it's your fault, or you're a bad kid, or you don't deserve certain things in school. You can't go on field trips, you can't have sleepovers. It's important to look out for foster youth and to treat them kind of like they're your own kid.
The foster care experience, it's one of the most impactful, if not the most impactful, experiences that I've had in my whole life. And it's really defined in a lot of ways, like things that I'm interested in. It's been pretty huge for me in some good ways and some bad ways.
It's important that people care for foster youth so that they can strive for greatness and to do the things that they've always wanted to accomplish without the negative surroundings that come with the title.
It's funny when I looked back and I was trying to think, because I was like, what was that one defining experience I had with CASA that, I can express and it will kind of show people, what it was like for me to have a CASA. And I didn't really have one, to be honest, but for me it was really more of a feeling, I guess, and it was more about the way that my CASA made me feel. And my CASA, she really seemed like she was pretty much always available to meet with me. She called me regularly, and when we met, it was like we were having a conversation and talking about my needs and, laughing and having fun. And I just remember feeling like more so than the other adults in my life, my CASA really was there to advocate for me and to be there for me, to make me feel like a person and not just kind of check me off of a list, this big list of other foster youth they have.
So it's really important to have a CASA because they're an extra voice to bounce your opinions off of. There's an extra advocate for you, support system, or just a person to sit and obtain the space in the room and make you feel more comfortable. It meant the world to me to know that if I wanted his opinion or his advice, or I had it. I didn't have to search for it. I didn't have to wait around hoping someone might maybe fill this role in my life. I had that person. I had that role model for me to set the good examples for me on how to handle what I was going through, and if I ever needed to talk to anyone, I had that person.
And it can be really hard for foster youth moving through the system. And so for me, I think that foster youth need every single resource that they can get, and that any resource that you're willing to contribute to, and especially great organizations like CASA, you're doing a huge service to these foster youth, because it really does take a village for every foster youth to have some success in their life.